Hey, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless to every single one of you. Today is February 16, 2026, and welcome to the Real GS News Channel. Guys, we have an urgent breaking news coming out. Governor Kelly issues state of disaster emergency ahead of potential wildland fires. Once again, Kansas City governor issues state of disaster emergency as fire danger ramps up. So we can see what's going on here, guys. Once again, a red flag warning. We are praying for the people out there in Kansas. Here's some more information. Extreme fire risk is now in place for parts of Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska, so multiple states. Alright, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. All right, so any spark, it says here, give me a second, guys. So, extreme fire risk is now in place for parts of Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska ahead of very high winds and extremely dry conditions tomorrow. Any spark could lead to rapidly spreading uncontrollable wildfires. Avoid outdoor burning. Secure chains on trailers, properly dispose of cigarettes, and postpone activity that could create sparks. Fire condition will be dangerous and fast changing. Stay alert. Follow local restrictions and be ready to act quickly if a fire starts. Man, what's going on in America? I just finished posting a video of air quality alert. All right, let's see what's going on with this one here. So it's the same story, guys. So Kansas City Governor Laura Kelly issued a verbal state of disaster emergency proclamation ahead of potential wildland fires. The proclamation was issued on Sunday, February the 15th, 2026, due to an extended period of dangerous fire weather in addition to the potential for extreme fire spreads from Tuesday through Thursday. The declaration allows resources to be used to provide state assistance with high winds and dry conditions. There is a high risk for wildland fires over the next few days, Governor Kelly said. I urge Kansas residents to avoid activity that could spark fires, remain alert to changing conditions, and follow local emergency guidance. Wow. So it's not only storm they are facing, but also wildfire. Fire weather is expected in northwest and southwest Kansas, as the area will see red flag conditions driven by heavy winds as strong as 30 to 40 mile per hour gust up to 65 miles per hour, and humidity could be as low as 10%. Rapidly drying grass fuels and blowing dust, shifting winds could cause rapid fire growth and erratic fire behavior. A fire watch is in effect for most of the north central, northeast, and east central Kansas on Tuesday. So again, please prepare yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally. Officials say dry grass and other fuels can dry out in as little as 1 hour in these conditions, which increases the risk of rapid fire ignition and spread. Across Kansas, we are beginning to see the seasonal shift into more typical fire weather patterns. So we strongly urge the public to avoid activities that could spark a fire and to report any smoke of fire immediately. And early reporting is critical to keeping fires small and protecting lives and property. Wow. Several state agencies will coordinate efforts and pre-stage resources to support local counties and responders if requested. Once again, we are praying for a lot of people out there, so there is a red flag warning. Give me a second here. So the proclamation for Tuesday through Thursday allows resources to be used to provide state assistance. There's a possibility National Guards, funds, possibly FEMA, and there's going to be a lot of help for many people that worst case scenario, homes damaged or need a place and shelter open. It says here. All right, so I'm just gonna skip the rest of this part here, guys. Give me a second. Here we go. Across Kansas, we're beginning to see the seasonal shift into more typical fire weather patterns. Bill Wall, Kansas Forest Service Fire Management Officer, said, "We strongly urge the public to avoid activities that could spark a fire and to report any smoke or fire immediately. Early reporting is critical to keeping fires small and protecting lives and property." All right. Give me a second here. I want to go back on X really quick. Yeah, we do have a lot more information here. So it's right here in this area. You got Texas and you got all these other states. Man, it seems like multiple states about to see something. Critical fire threat tomorrow. Across the central and southern high plains from the Texas Panhandle to eastern Colorado into western Kansas and Oklahoma. Winds will gust up to 50 miles per hour with extremely dry vegetation, and the fires will expand and propagate rapidly. So it will start tomorrow. Now, give me a second here. I know there was a Newsweek put out earlier today. Give me a second here, guys. I'm just looking for it. I know I shared it on my Twitter page. So we have this one here, right? So Newsweek is putting out this information. 3 states face a double threat of heavy snow and dangerous wildfire conditions on Monday. Let's see what's going on here. Once again, guys, hit that like. I really appreciate it. The more like, the better. YouTube will share videos if there's a huge amount of likes. Thank you again for your support. All right, so it says here, snow and wildfire risk are emerging simultaneously across 3 western states after the National Weather Service issued winter weather alerts alongside fire warnings on Monday. The overlap stem from contrasting hazards across the region. Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico are under winter weather advisory and winter storm warnings for accumulating snow and strong winds. Meanwhile, red flag warnings have been issued in each of the three states, as well amid low humidity, dry vegetation, gusting winds, and in some cases, abnormally warm temperatures. Combined, this environment creates conditions capable of rapidly spreading wildfire. Man, you got ice and fire at the same time. Man, what's the odds of seeing that? You got hot and cold. It's not uncommon for both hazards to occur simultaneously. National Weather Service Pueblo, Colorado warning condition meteorologist Clint Skelly told Newsweek, when you get a lot of snow over the mountains, a lot of that moisture remains over the mountain, Skelly said. Once that air gets to the other side of the mountain, that setup helps the winds and the dryness develop. Fire and ice kind of go together in Colorado with these kinds of setups. Excuse me. 15 states across the West, Intermountain West, Northern Plains, and Midwest region are now under a patchwork of winter storm warnings, watches, and advisory as a powerful system pushes inland, threatening deep snow, whiteout condition, and treacherous mountain passes. In some cases, National Weather Service meteorologists warned of life-threatening conditions for motorists, excuse me, guys, hikers, and outdoor enthusiasts in some of the hardest hit areas. The incoming storm comes as western states experience one of the weakest snow seasons in decades. The snow drought has raised concerns about summer water shortages, reduced runoff, and an elevated wildfire risk heading into the dry season. Excuse me, guys. I'm still dealing with this cold. I mean, I don't have a fever, running nose, but just my lungs, I guess. In Wyoming, winter weather advisories were issued for the northwestern and southern parts of the state. Meteorologists warning of up to 3 feet of snow in some high elevation areas, with conditions that could quickly become life-threatening for hikers and outdoor activities. Red flag warnings were issued across central Wyoming, with the National Weather Service office in Riverton warning of low humidities, unseasonably warm temperatures, and strong gusty winds combining to cause erratic fire behavior should flames ignite. In Colorado, winter storm warnings and winter weather advisory were issued across much of the western half of the state, whereas red flag warnings were issued in the eastern half. For the winter storm warnings, up to 20 inches of snow could fall. Meanwhile, in the eastern half of the state, winds could gust up to 60 miles per hour, with humidities falling as low as 10%. A red flag warning means that critical fire weather conditions are either occurring now or will shortly. National Weather Service Pueblo said in a red flag warning, a combination of strong winds, low relative humidity, and warm temperatures can contribute to extreme fire behavior. Yeah, multiple states are really sounding the alarm. In New Mexico, winter storm watches were in place in the north central part of the state, with red flag warnings issued in northeast. A storm system approaching from the west will allow southwest winds to increase today. This, combined with relative humidity, values in the low teens will result in critical fire weather conditions across parts of northeast New Mexico this afternoon. All right, so much stronger to damaging southwest. Oh, give me a second. National Weather Service, Albuquerque, said in a red flag warning. Much stronger to the damaging southwest to west winds will impact New Mexico Tuesday with critical fire. The weather over a larger area of eastern New Mexico. Potential for peak wind gust of 55 miles to 70 miles per hour with minimum humidity values of 15 to 20% were only for rapid fire spread among fine fuels. Many winter weather alerts will remain in effect through at least Tuesday. Wildfire conditions are expected to persist into Tuesday as well, with as the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center issued an extremely critical wildfire risk for parts of northeastern Colorado, southwestern Nebraska, and northwestern Kansas to go into effect. All right, so we are praying for multiple states out there. It seems like this week is not going to be a good week when it comes to storm and when it comes to wildfire. So that's where we are right now, guys. A state of emergency has been declared in Kansas. I do believe there's going to be multiple state of emergency later this week. There's a huge storm, and we are praying for a lot of people out there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream. We go live once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.